Okay, next question. Your CCNA problems and frustrations. Here's a killer question. This is really getting to the nitty gritty of what makes my CCNA students tick. In effect, what makes you tick. And you probably could relate to any of the reasons that these students, my students, have been are facing right now. Here's a question I ask them. What is your biggest challenge or frustration when it comes to getting a CCNA qualification? Let's click on the replies. Shocking stuff. Okay. And it seems to be centered around three major things that stops you from fulfilling your full potential and getting CCNA qualified. Some said your skills, some said subnetting and VLANs. That's about content. Okay? Now this is where it gets interesting. Very interesting. You've got costs. You've got time to study. Means, which means costs. Look at this. Remembering the difference between all protocols. That's getting content, information. How much information that you're going to be learning. That's probably related to time. How much time you're going to give yourself to learn that information. Look at this. Knowing everything well enough to pass. By saying that, what is that? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Are you giving really tight time deadlines? You know, I've got another video on a blog called The Amazing CCNA Formula. It's basically a blueprint that I use to pass my CCNA course in 12 weeks. And that's something I recommend you reading and viewing that video. You must view it because I do recommend it. It's what I use to pass my CCNA in 12 weeks. Here's some more stuff. Understanding complex topics and the amount of time needed to be able to pass. So I think, you know, this whole thing about topics, content, information and the time to do that, you know, is it really worth putting yourself so much time? And, you know, you have to, you know, because CCNA, you've probably got work commitments, okay, family commitments, but it's about making that time for you to understand the complex topics. Don't put so much pressure, too much pressure on yourself. You need a bit of pressure to complete the course, but you know, you have to chill out when you're doing this sort of training, you see. So that's just one of the main things you've got to do. Here's another thing. Costs, again. Time, again. Finding relevant material, again. It seems like a common theme is occurring. Okay, that's spare time and travel. Actually doing a study, which is time. No adequate time to study. Time management. Funds. Time and more materials. Practical knowledge in a must. I'm sure you must be relating to all this by now. You must be thinking, yeah, you know, they're right. I haven't got the time. I haven't got the money to study. How am I going to learn all this stuff? How am I going to learn all this stuff in time? No? But there is a way. There is a way. There is a way, because at some point you will need to get started, because you don't want to be looking 12 months from now and still thinking, oh, I have to get onto the CCNA course. You know, you've been looking for 12 months, but in that 12 months you've lost out. You've lost out on money. You lost out on maybe £5,000 extra, 10,000 extra, £15,000 extra per annum in additional wages to your bottom line. I mean, this is what you've got to think about, the bigger picture. Now, let's go through this again. Frame realized content again. There's more funding. Preparation bit's a nightmare. I mean, you get the picture. You get the picture. So you're probably faced with one of three things that I'm thinking about. One, yeah, you know, cost. You're looking about the financial implications. Number two, you're looking at the time. And number three, you're actually looking at the information. And all these things can be easily addressed. And I would recommend you go see my amazing exam formula video, because this will help you sort of plan out how to study for a CCNA. Okay, a CCNA is very important to your career, and it will help you find a new job and help you earn more money. And let's go back to the question of costs. Costs. It's not cost, it's investment. How much are you willing to invest? Say, for example, you're earning £15,000 per year. Okay, you know a CCNA you go to a valid website such as itjobswatch.co.uk for and look up ccna ccna jobs. You'll see the average salaries there, which is they give you a rolling salary of every 3 months. Now you see that on there that a ccna person will earn £36,000 per year. Okay, you're earning 15. You know that potentially a ccna could give you an additional income of £21,000. Now, how much would you prepare to pay for a ccna course if you know you're going to get an additional rise in income of 21k, say after about 2 years or so? How much would it be worth your while to spend £1,000 or 100 quid, or even 20 grand, or 15 grand, or 10 grand? Because you know you're going to make a profit. Do you understand? You're going to make a profit in terms of future earnings. You know, and it's not just for 1 year. You're making £36,000 per year. So, you know, you've got to think about the costs and the benefits that you're going to get out of that. Regarding time, it's about management. There are easy ways to find time. It's about prioritization, and you will, when you look at that video of the amazing ccna exam formula, you'll see that you can make time, and it does definitely give you a way to do that. I mean, I've found a method of finding time, and this is the same thing that you should do. Okay, let's go to the next question.